Hello, everybody. My name is Nicholas Dickens. For this episode, I'm going to be talking about types and then standards versus preferences. I'm gonna try and keep this one short because the last two is like 7, 8, 9 minutes long, and then this one I think I'm gonna try and keep it under like 7 minutes. Um, Also don't judge me. I'm gonna be licking my lips pretty much the whole video because I forgot my chapstick in the car, and I don't feel like getting it, but I'm low key mad. But I'm still. It's only like a 5.5, 6 minute video. So, um, as far as types, I think I'm gonna keep this one. There's one question that I seen. There was one question that I seen posed on Twitter today, and it said, "Are you your type's type?" And I'm gonna add to it. Are you your type's type? Are you the type of person that your type would approach or not run the hell away from when you approach them? Would like take the type of person that you want. Okay, cool. Now, what about you? Like, what about you is so interesting, so attractive, so magnetizing to this person, to your type, that they would not run the hell away from you, or that they would approach you, or they would like give you their number or whatever if you approach them. Like, do they like? Let's be completely honest. Do they have to upgrade, downgrade, or sidestep when they talk to you? What is it? Because depending on that answer should determine whether or not you need to be in a relationship with this person. And that's a listen. It's reflection. Is self reflection is tough. Okay, but go easy on yourself when you answer that question. Um, as far as like if they got to upgrade or downgrade, I would say just stay away from it because that could potentially turn very, very bad, very toxic very quickly because y'all are not on equal footing. And it's not like if y'all have like one or two things to improve on. Honestly, if y'all got one or two things to improve on, hey, and y'all are each other's type, go out with each other. Okay? Y'all may very well help each other improve on the things that you need to improve on and keep on moving up. Um, if you got to improve like 8 or 9 things, honestly, like I said in the last video, take a year off, take however long off, improve those things you need to improve on, then go after this person. Okay? And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Um, Standards versus preferences. I keep wanting to say style, and I think it's because my mind loves hearing how style comes out of my mouth because I say it kind of weird. But no. Um, Standards versus preferences. Preferences, I think, are negotiable things. Those are um those are just things that like okay like my preference is pretty dark skinned women with thick curly hair and brown eyes. Okay, that's about it. um like what type of like standards however are like the non-negotiables. I think those are like those kind of translate to like being the more intangible things. Like, matter of fact, here it is. Standards and preferences. I'm hungry right now, so food is going to be the references that I use. um Preferences are like the sauce or the icing that, or it's like the icing that goes on a cake or the sauce that goes on a food. Standards are the actual food itself. Like, standards is the foods like themselves. Like, pound cake has no icing, but it still get ate. Think about it. Um, some folks is just a can. Some folks are just a can of icing, and you can't do anything else about it. Some folks are like pound cake. They like good chicken. They're like good ribs. Like they just fall off the bone ribs. Like they've been marinated right. Like they've been marinating right, and they're very good and very fulfilling to you. Some folks are like like don't be. And one thing I will say is this: don't focus so much on your preferences. Don't focus. Please do not focus so much on the preferences that you miss out on the standards being met. You could have 62 preferences and have 10 standards. Your 10 standards like a lot of folks will give up on a person. You have, all they exceed all 10 of your standards, but then you leave them alone because they don't meet any of your preferences and they meet like 4 of your preferences. Okay, cool. Like okay, I usually go after pretty dark skinned girls with thick curly hair. She like okay, cool, but like she whatever like light skinned or something like that. And I have nothing against. Don't take this. Don't get me wrong. I have nothing against light skinned girls for reasons I cannot explain. I have loved dark skinned women since I was a kid, so that's what it is. Like most of the time, like my sisters and my mom told me, like, bro, take account of pretty much everyone you've had a crush on since you were like little, and 9 times out of 10, they was pretty dark skinned girls with brown eyes and curly hair. And I was like, You're not wrong. So, and I was cool with that because that's my preference. I think dark skin is pretty. I like thick curly hair because I have thick curly hair. I like brown eyes because brown eyes is just the shit. I'm sorry, the stuff. So, um, I think with preferences and standards, I think like I'm gonna say this: don't give up on somebody that meets that meets and exceeds your standards because because they don't meet your preferences. Please don't, because then that situation can turn very bad. Preferences go away after a while. Standards stand the test of time. I'm gonna leave you with this: the sauce is not nearly as important as the food that it goes on. The icing is not nearly as important as the cake that it goes on. Don't be so concerned with the package or with the packaging or with the box that it comes in that you completely ignore the package. All right? I love y'all, all right?